Hey, what's happening, Barnaby here? Another VetIonx moment, because at VetIonx, your pet is our pet. And Dr. Char, a holistic vet for so many years now. 1986, is it?
1987.
1987, amazing. The depth of her knowledge. And so we're going to test it right now, because we've been getting a lot of emails from people who log onto our website. And we're going to be talking specifically about diabetes in pets right here. So Dr. Char, are you ready for some questions?
Sure am.
All right, so what kind of things, writes a person, should I watch for if I think that my dog is diabetic? So what are some of the telltale signs?
Well, generally people will start to notice that the animal is really drinking a lot more water than what it had been. And it's asking to go outside, or worse yet, it's not asking to go outside and it's wetting in the house. And it may be more hungry, it's just begging for food all the time, because the animal is not getting the sugar inside its cells, and the sugar is building up in the bloodstream and it's going into the urine, and the kidney can't absorb all that, and so the urine is just profuse.
Okay, same thing for cats?
And same thing for cats. So a lot of times the owners may notice that the pet is also beginning to lose some weight, because they're losing all that energy, right out through the urine.
Okay. Someone writes in and asks the question, are there any sort of natural remedies for managing, well, it wouldn't be remedies then, would it be? It would be methods for managing pet diabetes.
Well, there are some. It's probably a little bit easier with cats because they're very receptive to dietary changes. Oftentimes, if they're given canned food that is, and no dry food, that their body will start to come back into balance again. But the thing that people often ask is, could I just do dia-ionx, one of our homeopathic products, and not do insulin? Well, the answer is no. If the animal needs to get that glucose down, it needs to get it down now. And so you do need to do insulin. But some animals have been able to actually begin to heal by doing the natural methods, by giving a correct diet, by using the homeopathic, giving some additional other dietary supplements. And with time, the receptors start to clean, the insulin becomes more active, the body is healing, and the owner starts to be able to decrease the amount of insulin given. And some of them actually will not have to give insulin anymore, as long as they maintain these other good practices. And people are often surprised how, if you look at a balanced approach, like giving good quality water, that's free of chlorine and fluoride, and providing exercise, that's very important as well. We know that if the muscles are being used, then they're going to take in some of that glucose, and that will help to lower the amount of glucose that's just floating around in the system. And you want to keep that working, at an acceptable level, so that the glucose is not too high, because it's very damaging if the eyes, if the retina gets full of glucose. It causes glycolation in those tissues, and you don't want that to happen on the nerves of, like the nerve endings, nor in the kidneys. Those are all very fragile areas that you don't want to have that kind of damage happen, and that's where dia-ionx can really help to prevent some of these symptoms from progressing.
And all good information, trying to keep your pet healthy and at your side for as long as possible. So if you would like to ask questions of Dr. Char, you can always do it by going to the website that you're on right now, which is VetIonx.com. Ask the Vet is the link right there, and she'll get back to you as quickly as possible. So thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.